Hello and welcome to News in Brief on Vantage TV, where we bring you stories that made major headlines from around the world. My name is Anita Macaulay. Do well to stay tuned. On the national news, flight disruptions as aviation unions begin two-day warning strike. Flight operations were yesterday disrupted across the country following the two-day strike embarked upon by unions in the aviation sector to protest what they described as unpalatable working conditions. Consequently, both international and local flights were affected as air travelers could not access the airports. The traffic gridlock that trailed the aviation union strike was particularly serious at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, and the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. The workers are demanding the approval and implementation of the Condition of Service (COS) as agreed between them and the Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation and other agencies. In a memo signed by the leadership of the 5 unions, the workers said an indefinite strike would ensue if the two-day warning strike failed to achieve the desired result. Nafdac grants provisional approval for first malaria vaccine in Nigeria. In reaction, perhaps, to Ghana's approval of its second malaria vaccine last week, Nigeria yesterday granted provisional approval for the first malaria vaccine in the country. National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control (Nafdac) announced it had granted provisional approval for R21 malaria vaccine, which is 75% effective in preventing malaria in children aged 5 to 36 months. Nafdac Director General Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, during an online press conference, said R21 is manufactured by Serum Institute of India Limited, with Fidson Healthcare PLC as marketing authorization holder in Nigeria. On to international news, G7 vows tough unified stance on Russia's war. Top diplomats from the group of 7 wealthy democracies vowed a unified front against Chinese threat to Taiwan and Russia's war of aggression in Ukraine, saying at the close of their meetings Tuesday that they were committed to boosting and enforcing tough sanctions against Moscow. The G7 comic laying out their commitments also included strong words over an unprecedented run of North Korean missile tests, but it was China's growing assertiveness in Asia and Russia's invasion of Ukraine that highlighted the 3-day summit hosted by Japan in its hot springs resort town. Israel's president urges unity on Holocaust Remembrance Day. Israel's president appealed for national unity as the country marked the beginning of Holocaust Remembrance Day on Monday after months of mass protests that have roiled the nation. Yom HaShoah, the day Israel observes as a memorial for the 6 million Jews killed by Nazi Germany and its allies in the Holocaust, is one of the most solemn dates on the country's calendar. Official observances began after sundown on Monday with a ceremony at the Yad Vashem Holocaust Memorial in Jerusalem. 6 survivors, including one of the few remaining survivors of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, lit torches for the memory of the 6 million killed in the Holocaust. That's it on this edition of News in Brief on Vantage TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.